Now I want to change the topic, yeah, to just talk about some more, different things.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on, like all of these cases that are coming out, on celebrities, like facing obviously sexual assault cases and all of these things? Before I name you some of them,
Yeah.
just in general, like from what you've heard on social media and obviously in newspapers and whatever, what are your thoughts? Because I feel like I don't know what's really going on, but I feel like it's getting ridiculous. So many names are getting, like brought out. He's done it, he's done this, he's done that. Like, what are your thoughts on what's going on?
Yeah, I think in life, where there's smoke, there's fire. If women's are coming out, if ladies are coming out saying this guy did this to me, I'm pretty sure there must be some kind of a credence behind it. So that's what I think anyway, and I believe everybody's got the right to be heard, to be heard up. So I think these men. So the thing about I was speaking to my little sister just a few days ago, and she was like, "Little bro, sometimes these little black boys, once they get a little bit of money, sometimes they get a bit of excited, you know." So that's what I think anyway. But again, it's innocent to proven guilty. But I believe with the smoke, there's fire. That's all I'm pretty much gonna say to it. So again, with this, if an accusation is made, then most likely that person actually did do something. Not all the time, you know. Sometimes it could be out of like anger, might be out of jealousy. But the majority of the time, the women are usually there's like some kind of credence behind the claim. So that's what I believe anyway. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, look how many young celebs they are out there. Not everybody's getting caught up into this thing, right? So that's what I think anyway. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and I believe these women deserve the right to be heard.
Have you heard of this case, Nikita Hand?
Nah.
So basically, Nikita Hand, yeah, what a code name by the way, Nikita Hand. So basically, she accused, yeah, I think it was 2018 or however, I don't want to get it wrong, but basically, she's an Irish female, yeah, and she basically accused Conor McGregor of sexual assault, and I think recently, like she came out and I think she won the case of sexual assault.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like when these things come out and obviously these women win some of these cases,
Yeah.
do you feel like definitely this is the end of Conor McGregor?
Yeah, Connor's done. Because on top of that, it's like, when I look at him, it doesn't come across to me. Again, I've never met the brother. Maybe people that met him must, oh no, Connor's a good person. But when I see him on TV, it's almost came across as a bit of arrogant to me anyway. So if he did something to this woman, again, and she comes out, chances are there's some kind of credence behind that claim. So that's what I believe anyway.
Yeah.
But again, if he's found innocent, then it's good for him. But I believe he must have did something to her, and that's why she's coming and speaking up. Maybe back then, maybe she was scared to come out. Right now, she feels a bit more braver to speak up, and that's what I believe in it. But once again, every woman deserves the right to be heard.
R. Kelly. So recently, like, did you hear that they tried to poison R. Kelly in prison?
No, I didn't hear it.
So basically, from what I heard, they're trying to kill him, innit? They're trying to kill him apparently in prison. And what happened? So basically, he got overdosed, and obviously within the prison, they said obviously they cannot really like give him the help that he needs. So they moved him to I think to a hospital close to the prison. And obviously when they done the tests, the doctor said, listen, this guy needs to stay here for a few days because I think they found a blood clot or something somewhere on his body.
Yeah.
But it wasn't looking good. Cut a long story short, so yeah, the doctors in that hospital said, look, you cannot take this guy back to prison. You have to keep him here. We need to look after him and do all like basically we need to treat him for a few days or something, yeah?
Again, I don't really check for R. Kelly that much because like I believe he got what he deserved, But sometimes somebody's health is wealth. My thing is if he's got any kind of illnesses, they should let him get treated and then go back inside and then continue serving the time.
Yeah.
That's what I believe anyway. But you're right. Maybe if there is a conspiracy behind it, I'm sure all of us have heard it. Like some celebrities, they're worth more dead than alive. Because right now, you're right. Maybe that is true. If something was to happen to him now, best believe how black people are, the way we program. There's brothers and sisters out there that will be playing his music. Could be like, oh yeah, it was this, it was that. It's how we're genetically programmed. So if the music, because right now he's probably him being in prison, sitting in there, the music labels are not gaining anything. His music has been paused. When you put something on ice, it's just been paused. Nobody's benefiting from him being in there. So maybe somebody came up with something. Well, wait, this brother's worth more dead than alive. So maybe there could be a conspiracy out there. But to me, if the police did rush in at the hospital and took him back in, then maybe they felt like he doesn't deserve the medical care that he was gonna get treated with. So again, there's a lot more. There's so much nuances that goes into this kind of thing, and that's why with me, I won't call myself a conspiracy theorist, but I'm open to this kind of subjects.
Yeah.
You know, because people, to be a conspiracy theorist, people call you crazy, but sometimes there's so much things out there that we don't know. So me personally, I feel like if he does die, he will be more worth dead than alive. Because if he continues doing time, then nobody's really checking for Kel. You know, so you're right. Maybe there's people out there actually want to benefit off his death. Bro, I had no idea. But look, when it comes to the music industry, look, this goes back to Michael Jackson. I'm sure you heard about it. Like, he was getting ready. The so-called the final tour he's going to do, that's meant to be his last one. He wanted to get all his money from Sony, and apparently he was getting ready to expose them as well. And that's what happened from. So between me and you, again, we went back. Remember earlier on you asked me that question about what do you think about this young black boy getting himself caught up. And what did I say? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Bro, these conspiracies, if we had about the music industry, it's almost like the older you get, the more woke you get. It makes more sense. Yes, some of these musicians, some of these artists, they are worth more dead than alive. And on top of that, the only people that should benefit from it is the record company. You know? So again, that could have been a coincidence, her getting run over, or it could have been something where they might set up as well. I've seen it. Bro, during my lifetime, I've seen so much movies to realize it's like art imitates reality. You know what that means, right? Art imitates reality, right? I mean, you might see something in a movie, but these are things that actually happens in real life as well. So,
like it,
bro,
look at it. Sorry to even cut you. Look at even like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Look at even like what did I call it?
This is some scary subjects we're about to touch on, because even I remember when Kobe died.
Yeah.
While afterwards, I was scrolling through TikTok. And there was an episode about The Simpsons they made about a black man that was in a helicopter, and the helicopter crashed as well. But bro, I came across the clip and I'm thinking, yo, what's going on? Like, bro, Chef, a lot of us human beings, we live on different frequencies, you know? Sometimes people might be living in, some people believe we might be living in the matrix, you know, like in a simulation. That's why a lot of people, meaning a lot of events that they just keep happening all over and over and over. Remember, when you wake up here, some people might say life, you know, like our lives on a loop. History, nothing changes, but we just keep waking up and something keep happening over and over and over. So, bro, personally, when this thing happened, it scares you, man. It's creepy. And that's when you realize it's like, is there somebody out there, you know, the puppeteers, there's people that's pulling the strings, the invisible shadow government, they call them, I believe the word is the cabal. Again, bro, I don't want to say too much on your platform, but bro, these are things that is banned off TikTok. You know, bro, if you try talk about, again, I don't want to go deep into the Illuminati, everybody knows about that. The secret societies, everybody knows about that. But for things to happen in life the way they happen, there surely must be a group of people out there that control reality. Because imagine if human beings were truly free, bro. There'll be no tax, bro. Do you get that?
Yeah.
If you're truly free, I could wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I don't want to pay no more tax. I could tell the government, yo, bro, stop taking my money. So, bro, personally, some days I wake up and I believe we live in the simulations, and the simulations keep along. And other days I wake up and I feel like we live in this financial matrix where everything's controlled by money. And then other times I wake up and I feel like, bro, we live in a religious country where everything happened by faith, you know, or the way or spiritual, everything happened because of the universe. Oh, your life was written for you before you was born. So, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Lately, I find myself asking myself so much questions when it comes to life. I prefer to be alone with my thoughts, instead of trying to get other people into it. Because there's certain things you might think of, you might not talk to me about it, but I might not even be able to relate to it. So nowadays what I do, I keep a lot of my so-called wild theories to myself, bro. That's what I do anyway. So yeah, so going back to your question, again, sorry for going on a tangent, but I believe that a lot of these events that happen, it's almost like they were meant to happen anyway. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
You know?
Tory Lanez. You know, Tory Lanez,
Yeah.
you know, got stabbed, I believe, 14 times or something, and they tried to kill him. What do you know about his case and his situation?
Again, all I know is they find him guilty for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. And the last time I heard, his father was saying how Rock Nation that had something to do with it. It wasn't true. But again, trying to take away his life, I believe he's got the right to be alive as well. You know, so again, that's messed up, man. Again, my thoughts goes up to his family, and thank God he was okay, right?
Yes, cool.
It wasn't fatal, right?
Nah.
I think the best thing for them, for they can do for him, just move in prison, right? Nah, man, I don't believe. To me, all life is precious. All life is precious. But sometimes the actions that human beings do, it disgusts me, and that's why I believe everybody deserves to pay for the consequences. And I believe the worst thing you could do to someone, apart from death, is take away the freedom, bro. And the thing about life, when you're free, like us everyday normal people, we take our freedom for granted, bro. You know how many people I know in my circle, like some of my friends, bro, it's summertime, yeah? They could be out doing whatever they're doing, yeah? I'll hit out my boy, like, yeah, what you doing? Nothing, man, I'm just chilling. I'll hit one of my females, what you doing? I'm suffering from mental health, so I'm staying inside. I don't want to associate anybody. But, bro, I know a lot of people that we're taking our freedom for granted, but you never know what you've got until it's gone. That's all I'm going to say. Make the most of life. Every day you wake up in the morning, thank God that you're alive. Thank God you still have your freedom, because once somebody takes that away from you, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know how to deal with prison. I'll never want to go in those places.
Cool.